first and 10. It's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now the second down throw on target. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Again, Wilson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he gets it down to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wilson now to throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
54.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
21.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Salah. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, exit.
50, Mike, 50. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Four yards on the dump off at 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun. It's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We play to win. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now. It's Lynch, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Completes it to Dixon. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Switch up, switch up. Check 99, check 99. Lock, lock, lock. 50, check Mike 50. Here we go, here we go. Hey, 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 50, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Army, 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 Army.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wilson to throw again. And he fires one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
That's good for 28 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 48. And Myers left that one out there. It's no good, wide to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the pass.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
57
Here's Breida. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Garoppolo now. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Hey,
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
We got to step it up. Check nickel.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. This 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, the run with Lynch. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So that'll back them up 5. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once again, they run with Green on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check.
They'll run with Lynch. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
enough.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Check 56. They gonna need some therapy.
14, fight it.
Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
56.
Man, I got
They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This time, the extra point up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
You got 12, fellas. Here we go.
He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They run for it with Breida, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's about
it. And